Yo, what's going on? So Notre Dame enters the 2026 season ranked 5th in the preseason coaches poll, and when you examine Notre Dame's schedule, it's difficult not to see a clear path to the college football playoffs. Now, their schedule isn't completely soft. It's the 56th hardest schedule in all of the country, and is extremely manageable for a team receiving national championship expectations. Notre Dame doesn't have to play USC this season. They don't have to play Michigan. They avoid Ohio State, and they don't have any SEC powerhouses anywhere on their schedule. It also only has 4 true road games. Those road games are Purdue, North Carolina, BYU, and Syracuse. So the Irish open up the season versus Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. This location makes it seem like it's a marquee matchup, but Wisconsin just finished the season last season 4-8. After that, Notre Dame gets Rice, a team that finished 5-8 last season, and then Michigan State at home. Then the Irish have to travel to Purdue, but this is not going to be a very tough game for Notre Dame either, because last season Notre Dame beat Purdue 56-30, and Notre Dame has beaten Purdue 10 consecutive times. Then they have to play a Bill Belichick-led North Carolina team, Stanford, and they get their first toughest match, BYU. BYU is definitely a legitimate test for Notre Dame. The Cougars finished last season 12-2, and they went 8-1 in the Big 12, and they entered this season 15th in a coaching poll. Playing in Provo will probably be Notre Dame's most difficult road game at that point in the season. But look at what happens directly after Notre Dame plays BYU. They get a bye, and then they return from the bye week to play Navy at Gillette Stadium. Now, Navy finished last season 11-2, so I'm not calling the Navy a cupcake team. I was very proud of this Navy team. I retired from the Navy. I wasn't an officer. I wasn't a midshipman. I was enlisted, but, I was proud of that Navy team. But Notre Dame did beat that Navy team last season 49-10 and have beaten Navy 8 consecutive years. Then comes the biggest game of Notre Dame's season, in my opinion, and that is Miami coming to South Bend. We all know Miami finished 13-3. They reached the national championship game, and they defeated Notre Dame 27-24 last season. So I know Marcus Freeman and his Notre Dame squad is going to be fired up. This is going to be a legitimate heavyweight matchup between the Irish and the Hurricanes. But once again, Notre Dame gets a leg up by playing at home. Now, after Miami, the Irish stay at home to play Boston College, which finished last season 2-10, and then they have to take on SMU. SMU is another respectable opponent. The Mustangs finished last season 9-4 and are ranked 28th in the preseason coaching poll, but Notre Dame gets SMU at home, doing the third game of a 3-game home stand. Then Notre Dame closes the season at Syracuse, a team it destroyed last season 70-7. God damn! Syracuse finished the season 3-9 and lost its final 7 games. Notre Dame probably gonna put 100 on them boys this season. So let's add it up. Notre Dame plays 3 current ranked opponents: BYU, Miami, and SMU, and 2 of those 3 games are in South Bend. The Irish also face 5 teams that finished with losing records last season: Wisconsin, Rice, Boston College, Syracuse, and Stanford. Purdue, Michigan State, North Carolina also finished last season with negative scoring differentials. The Irish have a very, very favorable schedule. Notre Dame's 4 strongest opponents from last season, BYU, Navy, Miami, and SMU, combined to win 45 games. So I'm not going to lie and pretend that this schedule has no challenges, but there's no USC, there's no Michigan, and only 4 true road games. Notre Dame gets a bye after its toughest road trip. Then it gets Miami and SMU at home, and it closes against Syracuse, again, a team that they blew out. They beat Syracuse last season by 63 points. For a team ranked in the preseason top 5, this is an extremely favorable road to the playoffs. Notre Dame could probably lose to either BYU or Miami and finish 11-1, comfortably making the field. Even if they lose 2 at 10-2, they could remain in the conversation depending on the quality of those losses. So in closing, my question is this: does Notre Dame make the playoffs with this schedule and win a national championship? Because this schedule isn't a schedule built for excuses. It is a schedule built for a deep playoff run. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now, as always, I appreciate everyone who watches these videos, who support the channel, whether it's leaving a like or a comment. But I need y'all help. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if y'all haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And definitely, please leave a like and a comment. All right? Until next time, I am out.